Caitlin, and I'm going to be the SLP working with you today. What would you like me to call you?
Hi, Caitlin. You can refer to me as Melanie.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You as well.
So today we're going to be doing a case history on your child. It should only take about 10 to 15 minutes, and I'm just going to be asking some basic questions about your child's developmental history. Does that sound okay?
Yes, thanks.
Okay, perfect. I just want to thank you again for taking the time to do this today and answering these questions. So is it okay to jump on in?
Yes, please.
Oh, what is your child's name?
My child's name is Riley Murray.
Riley Murray. Perfect. And what is Riley's date of birth?
August 1st, 2022.
Okay. And what is Riley's age?
She is 3.
Perfect. And what is the primary language spoken with Riley?
I speak English with her. Her father speaks English. We have a new baby brother. We all are English speakers.
Mm-hmm.
But she does have a grandmother that only speaks Spanish to her.
Okay. Good to know. Okay, and then what is your relationship to Riley?
I'm Riley's mother.
Okay. And could I go ahead and get a quick email and phone number from you?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Whenever you're ready for that.
MelanieMurray@gmail.com.
Okay. And do you interact with Riley regularly as her mother?
All the time, yes.
Perfect. Okay, and so what is your primary concern today?
So Riley talks, and she talks to me, and she's in daycare, and she talks to her daycare worker, but no one else understands what Riley is saying. So Riley will get upset and will point and understands what we are saying, but when she's not understood, she just gets really upset. We want to make sure that other people can understand her. And our family pediatrician referred her about the concerns for speech.
Okay, the family pediatrician. Okay, this is all really good to know, and we're going to try to figure out a plan to help Riley out. So let's go ahead and ask a few developmental questions. Can you describe any pregnancy complications if you had any?
I can't think of any complications during the pregnancy. She was born 4 weeks early, and because of that, she was in the NICU for 2 weeks. She was low weight because of it, obviously. She was 5 pounds, 0 ounces, just 5 pounds straight up.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's the pregnancy and birth.
Yes, okay. Those are all really good to know. You answered a bunch of questions. Thank you so much. So how have her developmental milestones? So, like, whenever... can you recall whenever Riley rolled over for the first time?
Well, I do need to tell you this, that when Riley was 9 months old, she had a heart surgery.
Oh, okay, good to know.
And they had tubes placed in her ears.
Okay.
She sees a specialist every year. The ear infection stopped after there were tubes placed, so that's good.
Okay.
The only kind of medicine she's on is allergy medicine.
Okay.
So she's been healthy, with the exception of the heart surgery, obviously, and the ear infection. But I don't really remember any of her milestones except for she was like 11 months old when she took her first step.
Okay.
First word, unfortunately, it was bye to her daycare teacher.
Oh,
it was not mama, which is like what you want your kid to say.
Yeah. I can read you off some of the time frames and you tell me if it seemed about right. Did she roll over around 1 to 4 months?
I think so.
And set up independently about 6 to 9 months?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said she walked around 9 to 12 months at 11 months, so that's perfect. And then said her first words. What age was that?
14 months.
Okay, that's all right. And then was there any, do you know whenever combined words were? So 2 or more words put together?
Her speech is still kind of garbled and hard to understand. Like, she only says things like bluey, papa.
Okay.
She says things like, instead of saying cat, she says tat. Instead of saying instead of saying shoe, she says two.
Mm-hmm.
So she's really not even doing those 2 words together at this point still.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you so much. Okay, so how does Riley communicate with you? Is it mostly through gestures or pointing?
Well, I mean, she attempts to speak, and like I said, I can understand her, and her daycare teacher can kind of understand her, but like my husband even has issues, and so what she does is she points
A
and
lot of
gets
pointing.
really frustrated whenever people don't understand her. But she can follow directions. If I tell
Okay.
Riley, no, or let's go do this, she follows directions well.
That's good to know. So if you were to say, Riley, how do you want to get something to eat or drink? How would she do that? Just point at the drink to you?
Well, I mean, she would probably tell me, and
Mhm.
just based on decoding, I know what she's saying, but other people would not.
Okay.
Otherwise, she would just point.
How would you describe Riley's intelligibility, like the clarity of her speech?
No, I mean, like, no one really understands her, but me and the daycare worker.
Okay.
And I'm not even really sure we really understand her. We just kind of know what she's trying to communicate.
Can you give me an example of any words that she uses that you guys have hard time understanding or clarity issues?
Well, when she says the word cat, it's
Yes.
tat.
Yeah.
When
okay.
she says shoe, it's two.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sounds good. So can you tell me anything about Riley's ability to understand language? So if you say something to her, is she able to comprehend what you're saying?
Yeah. Like I said, she can follow directions. If I say something to her, she's 3, so she's understanding those things. She understands what I'm saying to her.
Does Riley respond well when you say her name?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
good
think
to
there's any
know.
hearing issues. And like I said, we got tubes put in her,
Mhm.
so we don't think there's a hearing problem.
Good to know. Okay. And does Riley understand wait or stop, look, or give me that? Are those all things she understands well?
I think so.
Okay, that's great to know. And is she able to like retrieve her favorite toy or an object when you're asked?
Yeah, she can. And like she's at a daycare, and when she's at this daycare, there's other kids, and she's learning her colors, and she can point to, like, if I say show me red, she'll point to red.
Okay.
She just or blue, she'll point to blue. So
Riley seems very smart. That's good to know. You already told me she had her heart surgery and her tubes put in her ears, so I'll go ahead and put that under medical history. Is there any other relevant medical history that Riley had?
I can't think of anything.
Okay, good to know. And has she had any serious illnesses?
There was the heart issue,
Mm-hmm,
and
for
then the
sure.
tubes in her ears.
Okay, both of those we have down. Good to know. Okay, can you tell me a little bit about your family's speech and hearing and language? Do you guys have any history of problems?
I've never had any issue with speech. I don't think my husband has either. I have an uncle. He had an articulation issue, like he would say, like with his R's. So, but he's fine now. He's an adult.
Okay.
You can understand him fine now.
Good to know. That's great. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm just going to ask a few questions about her educational history. We're almost finished. So, what is her current daycare?
It's called Little Racers Daycare.
Okay.
There's like 20 children there or something like that. I'm not sure exactly. They're like, I think you can start at 6 months, and then they go to like 4 years old.
Perfect. And does Riley perform well academically and socially? Other than her communication barriers?
I mean, when she is frustrated because people don't understand her, she gets upset. But she is learning things. She can count if you are with another adult. Like if you're counting, she'll count with you. If I'm saying 1, 2, 3, up to 10. But you understand her because you're saying it with her. Like anybody at daycare is saying it. But if another stranger was to walk in, they wouldn't know that if she was counting what number 3 or 7 or 8 was, if she was just randomly counting like that. But she does know her numbers 1 through 10.
Okay, that's great to know.
She likes to pretend play. She like little kitchen stove and stuff like that. She paints, and she loves playing outside.
Great, I love that she has all these things that she likes to do. So does Riley like school in your opinion?
Yeah, I think she likes school and likes being around other people and playing.
And does she seem to be excited about what she's learning in school?
I, I don't really know. I'm not with her when she's learning that stuff, but when at home, she seems to.
Good. Okay. And she said you said she interacts well with her peers, other than she gets a little bit frustrated when they can't communicate.
Well, I mean, I think it's more than frustration. She's like literally upset.
Okay, so we have a few outbursts. I'll make sure to write that note. And has she had any other previous speech or language evaluations that you know of?
No, the pediatrician just referred us for the first time.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you're here. And is there any other concerns you'd like to share with me?
No, not that I can think of. I think that covers everything. I guess that covers everything.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I feel like we got a lot of good information here, and I'm excited to get Riley a plan and evaluated. Thank you.
Thank you.